Hey, I was just thinking about how big Babylon is and how it's massive. I mean, it's been thousands, maybe millions of years in the making of the scaffolding and so forth. And the opposites have done a great job of making Babylon strong and sexy and appealing to those that may or may not want to separate from who they are. But we come in with amnesia and we don't really know. But these this scaffolding here that's set up in Babylon is so brilliant. And you can detach. I mean, you know, you can detach from Babylon in most things personally. As a person, you can detach from any person. You can cut the cords, and you can detach from them. You can also detach from any person, or I mean, any place or anything. If there's houses, if there's cars, if there's businesses or whatever, or a place you have to live, or all those things you can personally detach from. And a lot of people have done that. That's nothing new. Where it gets very strong when you start running across a collective belief. And there's some strong ones. I mean, there's some collective beliefs, and I mean, money is one. I mean, money is a collective belief, and there's nothing backing any money. It's just paper. There's no gold backing it anymore. They stole that. They just print it up as they need it because the belief in the collective is so strong that they need money, even though our planet survived for millions of years without any money control system. You just don't need it as light beings. But that's a hard one. If I want to go against money, then I gotta think, ooh, I've detached from people, so maybe I don't have that many people in my, and I would have to depend on them, and so I don't want to detach from money now. I mean, I feel I need it, and I'm getting it rather sporadically. The second thing is the belief in the system of government. They want to believe that people are going to make laws and look out for them, and they give them their money, their energy to do that. And the group that's getting it doesn't give a flying fuck about doing any of that. They want to get rich. That's why they became a politician. And it's not rare to find any politician making millions of dollars. I mean, it's the higher up you go, the easier it is to make more money. That's why Trump wants to be president. It's the highest paying job ever. You can't get a better product than the United States, and then they can make deals on the side that nobody knows about except for the two presidents, and they make millions of dollars on the side. That's what politicians do. They make money, and they will. Nancy Pelosi's husband wanted a train or something through California, so they used new weapons and they just wiped it out. They just wiped out Paradise, California. 50,000 people, totally decimated, and the why I say it's a new weapon, you just look at the film. I mean, the cars were blown up. No trees were damaged. Nature was fine. It was the houses. There was one subdivision that had 6 houses. 5 of them were burnt to a crisp. They were just, and they were surrounded by trees. None of the trees got damaged. None of the trees caught fire. And this is in Paradise. And then one house did not burn at all. And I don't know if it's a coincidence or maybe it's probably figured out by now. They probably figured out by now, but that house didn't have a smart meter. And but it's like that belief, like in germ theory, is so strong. Germ theory, that something outside, something in your mirror, even though it's you, And you created all of this. You didn't create it so that it would swallow you or it would eat you or kill you. So it's fear, and fear is an illusion. Fear is a false emotion appearing real. Fear, it is not real. That's why it's not that lower energies don't make it because they don't have a high enough frequency. It's just that they're not real. They're an illusion, and they're set up beautifully. Sometimes your guardian angel will become a demon because that's what you're looking for. You came here to experience everything. And there's nothing right or wrong as long as you don't harm anybody or harm yourself. Well, if you harm somebody else, you're harming yourself because they are you. There's some aspect of you, everybody. And so I thought germ theory, man, I've never seen anything like it. I'm in Thailand and there's people wearing masks all day long. They wear masks right all the way into the house anytime they get outside air. I don't know if it's some part of it is pollution, some of it is like viruses travel through the air, but they wear these masks. So I can see why Asia was chosen by whoever the ones manipulating this are. But Asia was the one that, if there's any continent that believes in something from the outside getting you and killing you, it's Asians. They will wear masks. It makes total sense to them. There's bad things out there trying to kill them all the time. And people are dying, and they're right because they will, if they believe in it, it will kill them. I want to know about like the Wim Hof, where he got shot up with 20 viruses, one of them being the Ebola virus. And they said, well, in 5 minutes you're going to cramp up, you're going to puke. He goes, look, forget it. He goes, none of that shit's going to happen to me. None of it. Because my body will reject it. This is a guy that knew his immune system, and he made it very, very strong. And nothing did happen to him. And they said, well, you're 1 in 10 million people. And he said, I can have 20 people that I haven't even met come back here in 2 weeks. I haven't even met them yet. And they'll have the same shot, and the same thing will happen to them. They shrugged. 2 weeks later, came back with 20 new people that he did not know 2 weeks before. And all of them rejected the viruses. The term going viral is brilliant because viruses don't travel through the air. Viruses are dead. And they don't travel around and go up somebody's nose that's within 6 feet or whatever they. And I never could get into the whole mask thing. I couldn't understand harming myself for some fake virus. And people were falling over, dying over eating their own toxins. I thought, you're not, surgeons are only allowed to wear these masks for 4 hours a day because it's dangerous to lower your oxygen and suck in your own toxins that your body is getting out. Trees love our CO2 coming out. They love it. They live off of it. And they give us oxygen in return. You want to stop CO2? CO2 is only 0.04% of the planet. 0.04%. It went up from 0.03. It's not even a half of 1% of the atmosphere. And you want less CO2? Build more trees. Well, stop cutting down the trees. Use hemp, you dumb shit. And we have a collaborative relationship with these beautiful, beautiful nature called trees. Beautiful. They love us. They love us, and we love them. So, I don't know where I was going with this. And so I could see why this is where they inserted the enema was in Asia, because the Wuhan or whatever, if they got it from there, it would spread faster, because they got the whole collective beehive of this belief that there is something out there that can kill you and you better protect yourself. And it's still going on. They still have COVID tests and stuff, and they don't force it on me, but it's just weird, because if I ever was to get involved with the girl again, which I have no intention to, I can't see a girl adding anything to my life. I could see her taking away from my life, and that it makes so much sense to do what I'm doing now. Um, but if I see a girl with a mask on, she immediately goes to the friend zone. She's friend zone, because if we're going to start a relationship, I mean, maybe it's because I've been in vibrational medicine for so long, and I've listened to people talk about qigong, like there is an organ in your body that matches something else, but your thoughts and your emotions create all the disease. There isn't a disease that is out there that, even if somebody said, well, we drank this water and there were 7 of us out of 500 families, but 7 of us around this water that got cancer and died. Well, they had to have a belief. Why didn't everybody get it? There should have been 100% of the people got that, if what you're saying is true. But this person that got cancer had a weakness in their field. Where was that weakness? How did it come into you? Look at yourself. And that's why I can do a scan. I can know why you have that disease and what you're thinking, what the emotion attached to that is. And when you solve that and you build that part of your shield up, your immune system would just pounce on it. So there really isn't anything. So when I was thinking about the worst possible things that could happen to me, and it went over in my head, and blah, 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 and then I thought, wow, it finally occurred to me. Even, usually when you're making a decision in business, you look at all the pros and all the cons. These are the pros, these are the cons, and it helps your gut get in touch with what you really believe. But when I do it with detaching from Babylon, the collective mindset, and how much people would be really giving me a lot of support for them, the opposites, I thought, wow, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know. I think I will have the power when it's necessary. I don't have the power now, but I don't need it. I just listen to music and get high all day. But a girl would automatically go in the friend zone because she believes in germ theory. She believes that there is something outside that can harm you. There's a mosquito somewhere that will give you malaria. There is chemtrails or 5G towers, and they will kill you. And if you believe that strong enough, it will kill you. But if you just think, that's a crock of shit, there's nothing in my mirror that is more powerful than I am. I created this. And there's nothing that can kill me. And I don't die unless I say I'm going to die. I would agree to die, or something. But that would be a personal decision that I'd have to make. But the other thought I got, and this is off the subject, but you know how you get thoughts, and people say I get thoughts from my brain. Well, that is not true, because your brain isn't capable of generating a thought. Your brain can only perceive what's already there. It can perceive, it can give a take, it can give a look on it, but it doesn't generate the thoughts. But your pineal gland is an antenna, and it does receive thoughts from another dimension. And if you get thoughts from another dimension, and it doesn't harm anybody, and it sounds like something you'd like to do. Guess what? That thought, as way out and wacky as it sounds, you can manifest it because it came into your head. So that is something that your team of people or angels, your higher self, your soul, Jesus, Mary, your mother, Gaia, God the Father. That's something they can all get behind because they put it in your head. So they put it in your head so you can manifest it here. So manifest it. Believe that you can do it. It's already been done. It's probably been done by you. And you're just remembering. But it sounds so way out because you're so deeply programmed in Babylon, and so am I. So I'm trying to break from that. And I hope this helps the perspective.